Let's think about something for a second. What if the solution to local hunger wasn't about creating some brand new, complicated thing, but just about connecting two things that already exist? We're going to dive into a pretty brilliant idea that links the problem of having way too much food with the problem of not having nearly enough. Turns out, the solution might be hiding right in our own backyards.
It really all kicks off with this question. I mean, on the surface, they seem like total opposites, right? An overgrown garden, that's a sign of abundance, maybe even a little bit of waste. An empty pantry shelf? Well, that's scarcity, that's need. But the amazing idea we're exploring today shows how one is actually the direct solution to the other.
So here's the disconnect, the two sides of the coin. On one side, you've got millions of passionate home gardeners who, come harvest time, are literally swimming in more zucchini and tomatoes than they know what to do with. And sadly, a lot of that beautiful, fresh food can just end up going to waste. Then, on the other side, you have our local food pantries working so hard to support families, but they often struggle to get their hands on exactly that, fresh, nutritious produce.
Okay, so let's frame this up. What we're really talking about here is a tale of two different harvests. You've got this massive, untapped, at-home food system that's all the surplus from all of our gardens combined, and then you have the harvest that's so desperately needed right there in our local communities.
So look, the core idea isn't to invent some complex new system. It's way simpler. It's just about building a bridge. It's about finding a way to connect the person with a few extra cucumbers to the local organization that can get them to a family who really needs them. And that is exactly where AmpleHarvest.org steps in. So, how does this bridge actually work? Well, AmpleHarvest.org created this really elegant national framework that's designed to spark local grassroots action. And it's all built around two key moments in any gardener's year. First up in April, you have Plant for Hunger Month. Now, this isn't about asking gardeners to do something totally different. It's just a simple nudge. As you're planting your garden anyway, hey, maybe plant one extra row or a few extra pots with the specific intention of sharing that harvest down the line. It just sets the stage for giving. And then comes August, Harvest for Hunger Month. This is the call to action. As all that surplus starts rolling in during peak harvest season, the initiative encourages gardeners to take that extra produce and donate it right in their own communities. You know, the real genius of this whole framework is its simplicity. It doesn't ask garden companies to change what they sell, and it doesn't ask gardeners to change how they garden. It just plugs right into existing behaviors, planting in the spring, harvesting in the summer, and adds this powerful layer of purpose and community on top. It's fantastic.
Now, an idea this simple is just begging to be scaled up. And the way AmpleHarvest.org does that isn't by starting from scratch. Oh no, it's by activating an entire industry that's already in place and, frankly, perfectly positioned to help.
The source material uses this perfect metaphor for it. The gardening industry is the trusted megaphone. And when you think about it, that makes perfect sense, right? Who tells you when to plant and what to plant? It's the seed companies, the garden centers, all the media we follow. They're the ones we listen to. I mean, they are in such a unique position to lead this charge. For starters, they already influence what we grow and when we grow it. They represent this huge at-home food system, and they have the power to turn these really common moments, planting, harvesting, into a nationwide movement. Just imagine a single unified message coming from all those trusted sources. It's incredibly powerful. And what's really important to get here is that this is designed to be totally non-competitive. This is not about one seed company trying to outdo another one. No, it's about the entire industry uniting behind a single, powerful message for the good of communities all across the country. Okay, so you're a company, and you're thinking, this sounds great, but what do I actually have to do? Is this going to be complicated? Well, the whole plan is designed to be plug and play, making it incredibly easy for any company, big or small, to jump in and participate.
The accessibility here is absolutely key. There are 3 super clear levels. A company can do the bare minimum, just one email or a social post in April and August. That's it. Or they could go a step further and pop a little message on their seed racks. And for those who really want to lead the charge, they can co-brand a full promotion. It just ensures anyone can find a level that works for that.
And they're also super clear about the messaging, which is really smart. The whole goal is to keep it local and doable, using simple phrases like, grow a little extra to share. It's also really important to be clear that AmpleHarvest.org is the connector, not a delivery service, and that this whole thing is about us, the home gardeners, not large-scale farmers.
And check this out. Here's what that plug-and-play plan can actually look like. It's just so simple. During those key months, an in-store action can be as straightforward as a sign on a seed rack. Digitally, we're talking a couple of emails, a couple of social posts. It's a classic case of low effort, high impact.
And to make it a total no-brainer, AmpleHarvest.org removes all the friction. They give partners a complete toolkit with ready-to-use copy, creative assets, even tracking tools. They've basically done all the heavy lifting so companies can truly just plug in and play.
Okay, so we've seen the whole system, from the initial idea to the industry-wide activation. But let's bring it all back home. How does this connect to you, whether you have a huge garden, a few pots on a balcony, or maybe no garden at all?
It all just boils down to the power of one. One gardener deciding to plant one extra row. One family sharing their surplus harvest with a neighbor. One connection made between a backyard and a local food pantry. That one simple action, when it's multiplied by millions, well, that's what creates a real sea change.
And this is the final, powerful idea I want to leave you with. This isn't some problem that requires a far-off, massively complicated solution. It's a reminder that sometimes the answer to our biggest community challenges is right here, literally growing in our own backyards. All we have to do is build the bridge.